everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We've got ourselves a March of the Machine draft booster box. This set's been out for a little bit over a week, and this is our first opportunity to open up a draft booster box. We've definitely opened up some packs through some of the pre-release kits, but we've never actually opened up a full box and done the analysis, so we're going to do that today. If I can get it open. There we go. All right, so we get our archetype map here, and then we've got 36 packs to go through. Now, March of the Machine is not doing well, at least as far as I can tell. The set is down to 22 cards in the main set, valued over $1 that you can pull out of a draft booster pack, and 11 from the Multiverse Legends. So my expectations are a little bit low, but who knows, right? You know, anything can happen. So let's go ahead and crack these open and see what kind of value we can find in here. All right, so we've got ourselves a Phyrexian Mirror, followed by an Island, and then we're going to see a Kahira, the Orphan Guard, coming in foil as a rare. And then right behind that, we're going to see Jengatha, the Wellspring. All right, so double tapping on the rare right off the bat. Then we've got an Invasion of and, you know, I'm just going to stop right there because this is all that matters. We have Shieldred here. All right, so this is definitely going to be one of our cards valued over $1. In fact, it's currently valued at $14.50. So that is a tremendous hit right there. Now, Surge of Salvation used to be the one uncommon valued over $1. It has dropped down to about 85 cents or so. We do have a Rampaging Geoderm, a Sandstalker Moloch, a Tidal Terror, an Aerial Boost, with a Skittering Surveyor. Then we get a Chomping Kavu, a Mirrodin Avenged with a Searing Barb, an Etched Host Doombringer. So there are no commons or uncommons that are right now valued over $1 in either of the two sets. So we've got ourselves a blank card here, followed by a Mountain. Then we're going to see Zada Hedron Grinder, followed by an Invasion of Xerax, a Bonded Herd Beast. Then we're going to see a Pile On for our rare. Then we've got a Phyrexian Gargantua with a Furnace Goblin, Furtive Analyst, Sigiled Sentinel, Portent Tracker, a Halo Hopper, a Cosmic Hunger with an Onaki Javelineer, a Deadly Derision, and a Mirrodin Bane Splitter in the back. All right, we got an Incubator with a Phyrexian on the other side. That'll be the one double-sided non-foil token that we can pull. We got a Blossoming Sands, followed by an Emoti Celibate Bounty coming in from the Multiverse Legends subset, with an Invasion of New Capenna, Order of the Mirror. I was starting to think we weren't going to get a rare in that pack. We got a Guardian of Jirapur, followed by a Lithomatic Barrage, an Elvish Vatkeeper, a Negate, a Bola Slinger, an Assimilate Essence, a Kite Sail, an Overgrown Pest, Burning Sun's Fury, with a Traumatic Revelation, and a Rouse Reinforcements in the back. So our first pack had 3 rares, and since then we've only seen 1 per pack. Hopefully we'll get a few more triple rare packs here. Maybe that'll help some of the value. Maybe I'll learn how to open up a pack of cards one day. You know, the channel's only a year old. Got ourselves a Plains here, followed by an Agar the Freezing Flame from the Multiverse Legends, with an Invasion of Kaldheim coming in as our rare battle. Tarkir Duneshaper, Tiller of Flesh, an Astral Wingspan, Marshal of Zhalfir, Sunder the Gateway, Expedition Lookout. Then we've got a Converter Beast, followed by an Arachnoid Adaptation, a Cut Short, a Tenured Oilcaster, coming in hot, and a Final Flourish. So have you all gone out and purchased this set? Is this a set that you're avoiding? Are you waiting for the Aftermath? Did you catch my videos on the Aftermath? So we got a non-token token, followed by a Dismal Backwater, Full Art Foil Plains with Furja, Judge of Valor. Then we've got an Invasion of Dominaria, Canera Spell Spear, and then we're going to see an Archangel Elspeth coming in borderless. So the set features 3 borderless cards. This is one of them. This one's right in the middle, right around $5. So we'll put that over with Shieldred because, you know, they can fight it out. We got a Glistening Deluge, a Scrappy Bruiser, an Angelic Intervention, Zhalfirin Shapecraft, Seed of Hope, Eyes of Jin Gataxis, Aki Scrap Jumper with an Ichor Drinker, and a Furnace Host Charger. I when I was doing all those videos on the aftermath, kind of going through and building the analysis of the set construction, I was a little bit nervous to publish some of the information, but then I saw some of the more prominent YouTubers out there just really putting out the info. So I was like, all right, here's my opportunity. I'm going to try and provide as much information as I can and be as analytical as I can. All right, so we're going to see a Croxa Titan of Death's Hunger coming in. Very nice to see this coming in from the Multiverse Legends subset. Not quite at $5, but is right around $4.50. Then we get an Invasion of Algotha, Sunblessed Guardian, with a Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree coming in as our rare. Then a Phyrexian Censor, the Negotiator, New Coalition, Temporal Cleansing, Weary Thespian. Then we got a Gold Scale Aeronaut, Vengeant Earth, Corrupted Conviction, Beamtown Beamstick, and then an Etched Familiar. And if you all caught my Monday video, the 1-year anniversary, just a lot of work went into that video, but also a lot of work went into just, the channel over the past year. So I was happy to do it. If you all enjoyed that time lapse, that is something I'm thinking about doing potentially on a monthly basis, just kind of like a monthly recap of the big hits. So we got a non-token token. We got ourselves a Plains with a Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive. Then we've got an Invasion of Regatha, an Aetherblade Agent with a Galta and Mavrin coming in as our rare. Then we're going to see Change the Equation, Joyful Storm Sculptor, Scroll Shift, Stasis Field, Thunderhead Squadron, Crystal Carapace, Alabaster Host Intercessor, Karas Death Guard, Bladed Battle Fan. Then we get a Marauding, a Dread Ship in the back. So if you enjoyed that, time lapse of the big hits and whatnot, let me know in the comments. If it's worthwhile for me to slice and dice and do that once a month. I don't think it makes sense to do it weekly. We don't open that much on the channel. But I think over a month, we could probably come up with a 2 to 3 minute hit reel with a Scoured Barons. And we're going to see Taigam Ojutai Master coming in from the Universes or Multiverse Legends set. Very cool to see that. Not high value, though. Then we get an Invasion of Eldraine, Blight Reaper Thalid with an Ancient Imperiosaur coming in. Does hold a little bit of value. Then we get a Merciless Repurposing, Storm the Seed Core, a Core Halberd with a Furtive Analyst, Serpent Blade Assailant, Meeting of the Minds, Placid Rottentail, Nezumi Informant, then a Thrashing Frontliner, followed by a Gloomfang Mauler. Just so many card names to read, and I'm not as familiar with them yet. It takes me about 4 or 5 boxes to actually figure out how to pronounce every little word and every little character. So we just have an Elemental there with a Forest. Then we get a Gloomfang Mauler. See, second time around, I got it. In foil, followed by Rayav Mastersmith from the Multiverse Legends. And then we're going to see an Invasion of Archivios coming in as our rare. Then we got ourselves a Pyretic Prankster, followed by a Wicked Slumber, Seal from Existence, Corruption of Tawashi, Enduring Bond Warden, Halo Charged Scab, Alabaster Host Sanctifier, Atraxas Fall, followed by a Preening Champion. Then we get a Hanger Scrounger with an Ichor Shade in the back. All right, this one kicks off with an Incubator. Then we're going to see the Thornwood Falls with a Not Vold Hermit coming in foil, followed by a Dina Soul Steeper coming in from the Multiverse Legends with an Invasion of Zendikar. And then we're going to see an Atali Primal Conqueror coming in as our rare. Very nice to see this. Not sure the value on this one. I would have thought it would have been over $1, but it's not showing up on my list, so maybe not. Oh, my bad. This is from the March of the Machine Showcase Series, not the Multiverse Legends. It is currently valued at around $2. Then we got a Gift of Completion, Stormclaw Rager, Ravenous Sailback, an Inspired Charge, and Afara's Dispersal, Blighted Burgeoning. Then we get an Attentive Skywarden, a Volcanic Sprite with an Etched Host Doombringer, and a Beamtown Beamstock hiding in the back. So, we've got what, 13, 16 different frames coming in from the Multiverse Legends. And then there's also showcase cards coming in from the main March of the Machine set. So it's, without looking at the symbol or in the lower left where the set name is, it's a little hard to remember which price sheet to look at. So we got just a Night token, followed by a Mountain. Then we're going to see Shana Sisay's Legacy coming in with an Invasion of Munganda, Skyclave Aerialist, and then we're going to see Glissa Herald of Predation, another Surge of Salvation, a Furnace Gremlin, an Aerial Boost with an Expedition Lookout, Scroll Shift, Ferdid's Favor, Oculus Whelp, the Iridescent Blade Master, Corrupted Conviction, and a Searing Barb. Takes us to our final pack in stack number 1. I think we're doing okay. We've got a few cards either at or just below $5. So we got ourselves a blank with a Jungle Hollow. Then we're going to see Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsisma coming in with an Invasion of Moag, an Order of the Mirror, and then we're going to see an Ozolith, the Shattered Spire coming in. Very cool to see that. That does hold some value. Then we get a Collective Nightmare, a Halo Forger, Temporal Cleansing, Kithkin Billy Rider, an Urn of Godfire, Wildwood Escort, Mirrodin Avenge, a Dreg Recycler, and a Thrashing Frontliner, followed by a Failed Conversion. All right, so that takes us to the end of stack number 1. I do want to let you all know about sort of a sponsor of the channel, trollandtoad.com. So it's essentially an affiliate thing. So they gave me a code to share with you all that allows you to save 5% off any item directly sold by them. Now, on their site, they do have items that they sell and items that merchants sell through them. So if you purchase an item that is directly sold by them and use my code MTGBox5, you save 5%, I get a little cut, and everybody is happy. So check them out, trollandtoad.com. All right, we got ourselves a zombie here, followed by a swamp, and then we're going to see Kihira, the Orphan Guard again, this time in non-foil. And then we're going to see an Invasion of Tarkir coming in. Very nice. This is going to be a big hit for us, valued just over $10. Then we get an Azumi Freewheeler, followed by an Artistic Refusal, a Xerox Strobe Knight, Elvish Vatkeeper, Sunder the Gateway, an Assimilate Essence, an Oculus Whelp, Ferdid Favor, Mirrodin Avenged, an Ichor Drinker, and a Searing Barb with a Traumatic Revelation in the back. Very nice to see the Invasion of Tarkir. That might be the only battle that survives this set. We'll see. So we get a Thornwood Falls, followed by Jury Master of Review. And then we're going to see an Invasion of Mercadia. A Herbology Instructor with a Hoarding Broodlord coming in as our rare, value just over $1. And then we're going to see ourselves a Gift of Completion, a Fearless Scald, Core Halberd, Temporal Cleansing, Bola Slinger, Overgrown Pest, Kite Sail, Redcap Heel Slasher, Vanquish the Weak, Thrashing Frontliner, and that'll do it for that pack. For some reason I thought there was one more behind it. All right, another blank card, another Full Art Forest, and we're going to see a Scroll Shift in foil, followed by Renata Call to the Hunt, with an Invasion of Xerex, an Aether Blade Agent, and we're going to see Kolga and Yodaro coming in as our rare from the main set, with an Omen Hawker, Mutagen Connoisseur, Disturbing Conversion, with a Scroll Shift, a Cosmic Hunger, Burning Sun's Fury, Chomping Kavu, Flittering Gorilla, Rouse Reinforcements in the back. So are you all still buying draft boxes? Or have you moved on to just set and collector? Really curious to see what everyone's kind of purchasing habits are. You know, I buy at least one of everything so that way we can open it on the channel and kind of see what a single box experience is like. You know, obviously collector boxes are going to be probably the most sought after cards, but the price is also double, so you do have to consider that. We got ourselves a Blossoming Sands, a Rada Coalition Warlord, followed by an Invasion of Urgamon, then a Knotville Hermit, followed by a Transcendent Message coming in from the main set, with a completed Huntmaster, Storm the Seed Core, Epharos Dispersal, Angelic Intervention, Skittering Surveyor, the Wildwood Escort, the Phyrexian Archivist, the Etched Host Doombringer, and a Mirian Banesplitter with a Gloomfang Mauler. Seeing a lot of that guy in this box. I'm sure he's a 3 to 5 cent card. Can't be that exciting. What does he do? He's got Swamp Cycling, he's got Backup 2, and he's got Menace, and he's a 5/5 for 7. So it's a little expensive to get out there on the field for maybe not that much advantage. So we're going to Knight, Windscarred Crag. Then we're going to see Judith the Scourge Diva coming in. Very cool. Then we've got an invasion of Murunganda with Elish Norn. Very nice. All right, so Elspeth is now going up against Elish Norn and Shieldred in this box. Will she survive? We'll have to wait and see and find out. So we got a Surge of Salvation again, the good uncommon, the Marshal of Zalfir, Tandem Takedown, a Stasis Field, an Inspired Charge, a War Historian, a Halo Hopper, an Overgrown Pest, Karsus Depth Guard, Dreg Recycler, and a Volcanic Spite in the back. Yeah, so that's pretty nice so far with Elish Norn being the most valuable card in the set, even more valuable than any of the Showcase or Borderless cards. The Showcase Elish Norn is only at 15, whereas the non-Showcase main set that we just pulled is valued at 17. So we got ourselves a Full Art Island, followed by a Yargle Glutton of Urbor coming in foil, with a Daxos Blessed by the Sun, and then we're going to see an Invasion of Fiora coming in. Very nice to see that. Does hold a little bit of value. Then we get an Order of the Mirror, Collective Nightmare, Mirror Shield Hoplite, Scrappy Bruiser, Expedition Lookout, an Aerial Boost with an Urn of Godfire, a Timberland Ancient, a Tenured Oilcaster, an Aki Scrap Chomper with an Etched Familiar in the back. I'm going to take a half a second here and just move this pile over here to the center. So that way I can easily drop the remaining commons and uncommons. Oh, I did not like the way that felt. All right, let's hope for a bulk rare here. Pretty sure I wrote that down the side of the pack. Got ourselves a Warrior here with a Tranquil Cove. And we're going to see an Urn of Godfire in foil, followed by Finn the Fangbearer. Then we've got an Invasion of Eldraine, a Bonded Herdbeast, and we got a Baral and Kari Zev coming in. Not a high value rare, so if I did do any damage, it's okay. Copper Host Crusher, followed by a Joyful Storm Sculptor, Protocol Knight with a Sigiled Sentinel, Flywheel Racer, Portent Tracker, Placid Rottentail, and Onaki Javelineer, followed by an Ichor Shade in the back. So we're just past the halfway point of the box. And so far for a draft box, I'm not terribly disappointed. The set box that I opened, I was extremely disappointed in. I was expecting more value in there and just didn't see it. So we got an Immorti, the Collector coming in from the Multiverse Legends set. Then we get an Invasion of Asgal with a Blight Reaper Thallid and a Chrome Host Sea Shark, Tiller of Flesh, Ramasonian Greatsword, Furtive Analyst, Knight of the New Coalition, Eyes of Jin Cataxis, a Blighted Burgeoning with an Alabaster Host Intercessor, Furnace Host Charger, a Bladed Battle Fan, and a Hanger Scrounger in the back. I was also not too impressed with the collector box I opened, so I do have more collector boxes than I plan to open and kind of do some comparison. My hope is that that first box is always going to be the worst, so that way it only gets better from there. We got an Incubator, a Jungle Hollow with an Agar the Freezing Flame, an Invasion of Rin with a Sunblessed Guardian, and then we got a Grafted Butcher coming in as our rare. And then we've got an Oracle of Tragedy, Rampaging Geoderm, Halo Charged Scab, Sunder the Gateway, Seed of Hope, Thunderhead Squadron, Ferdid's Favor, a Final Flourish with a Shatter the Source. Then we got a Corrupted Conviction in the back. All right, next up starts off with a Treasure, moves into a Swamp, And then we're going to see Heliod, the Radiant Dawn, coming in foil. Very nice to see that. Unfortunately, not a high value rare, but still foil rare from the Universes or Multiverse Legend series. Then we get Tetsuko Umezawa with Invasion of Ragatha, a Captive Weird, and we're going to see Chandra's Hope's Beacon coming in. A little bit of value here. Nice to see a Planeswalker. There aren't too many in here. Then we get a Merciless Repurposing, Furnace Reigns, Stasis Field, followed by an Enduring Bond Warden, Gold Scale Aeronaut, Iridescent Blade Master, Marauding Dreadship, Failed Conversion, and a Beamtown Beanstalk. Or Beatstick. Yeah, that thing. Alright, another blank, followed by a Rugged Highlands. Then we're going to see Rayev Mastersmith again, followed by an Invasion of Alara coming in as our rare, just valued over $1 right now. Then we get an Aetherblade Agent, Lithomatic Barrage, Sandstalker Moloch, Stoke the Flames, Zalfirian Shapecraft with an Infected Defector, Sabia Cryptomancer, Preening Champion, Arachnoid Adaptation, an Attentive Skywarden, Deadly Derision, followed by Coming in Hot. Well, maybe that means that this pack is going to be on fire. Let's find out. Maybe this is the one that has the Ragavan in it. I would love that. Still haven't picked up one. This is the third box opened on the channel. Hopefully I do get one before I stop opening boxes. So we get a Thopter, followed by an Island. Oh my god, look at that. Did I call it or did I call it? That is awesome to see. Very nice. $45 card right there. You don't get any better than that. So is Ragavan on Elspeth's side? We'll see. So we got an Invasion of Moog, followed by a Pyretic Prankster, Nahiri's Warcrafting as our rare. And then we got an Elspeth's Smite, Elvish Vatkeeper, Realmbreaker's Grasp, a Negate, Crystal Carapace, Meeting of the Minds, Wary Thespian, Consuming Aetherborn, Trailblazing Historian, and a Vanquish the Weak. Very nice. So we've got currently the top two cards from the main set, if you don't include any variants, in the Elish Norn and the Shieldred. And we've got the number one card from the Multiverse Legends subset. So what we need now is either Atraxa from the Multiverse Legends or the Elish Norn Grand Cenobite from that set as well. And then this will be probably one of the best draft boxes ever opened on the channel for this set. I do have a couple of more. So we do have a treasure here, followed by a swamp. And then we're going to see a Nezumi Informant in foil with a Baral Chief of Compliance as our rare from the Multiverse Legends. Invasion of Lorwyn, Notvold Hermit. And then we're getting a Rampaging Raptor, followed by an Oracle of Tragedy, Tandem Takedown, Protocol Knight, Asunder the Gateway, War Historian, Flywheel Racer, Timberland Ancient, War Tainted Slasher, followed by a Flittering Gorilla in the back. So it's very rare that I can actually call the card, especially when it's the most valuable one. That was nuts. Hooray. All right, Phyrexian Hydra, followed by a Blossoming Sands. Then we're going to see Rona, Shieldred's Faithful, followed by an Invasion of Theros coming in as our rare. Put that down there. We'll get a Bonded Herd Beast, Phyrexian Awakening, a Mutagen Connoisseur, the Shivan Branch Burner, followed by a Seba Cryptomancer, Infected Defector, Phyrexian Archivist, the Chomping Kavu, the Skittering Surveyor, Ren's Resolve, and a Vanquish the Weak with a Hiding Redcap Heel Slasher. Very cool. So we're down to about 10 packs or so. I guess we still have a chance to see some additional value in here. So we got the Incubator Phyrexian, followed by regular Plains with a Tiramet Chosen from Death. Then we get an Invasion of Asgal, a Tarkir Duneshaper. Then we're going to see Dejaru and Hezeret coming in as our rare with a Scorn-Bladed Berserker, Rampaging Geoderm, a Negate, Core Haliberd, Converter Beast, a Halo Hopper, Portent Tracker, Bladed Battle Fan, and Rouse Reinforcements, which happens to be an Icor Shade in the back. All right, another double-sided Incubator with a Full Art Island. Then we get a Raft Weatherlight Stalwart, an Invasion of Rin, Kenera Spell Spear, and then we're going to see a Knight Errant of Eos coming in as our rare, with a Phyrexian Censor, Astral Wingspan, Tidal Terror, Angelic Intervention, Urn of Godfire, Wildwood Escort, Flywheel Racer, Trailblazing Historian, Final Flourish, and a Hanger Scrounger in the back. These the cards from these draft packs, because these were printed in Japan, feel really good. They're smooth, they're glossy. Sometimes you get rough cards, especially if they're printed in the U.S. These do not feel that way. So we got ourselves a Spirit, followed by a Dismal Backwater, and then we're going to see a Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree, coming in as a foil rare, very nice, followed by Auriella the War Leader coming in as a mythic from the Multiverse Legends. Is valued just around $3. So that's a double rare pack, so we are going to see a third. So we got an Invasion of Kamigawa, Pyretic Prankster, and we're going to see the Monastery Mentor coming in from the main set. Does hold some value at $2, so that's a double mythic single rare draft pack. Not bad. Got a Glistening Deluge, Stoke the Flames, Disturbing Conversion, Sigiled Sentinel, War Historian, Phyrexian Archivist, Ichor Drinker, Onaki Javelineer with a Gloomfang Mauler coming in the back. Got ourselves a Windscarred Crag, an Inga Rune Eyes, followed by a Battle of Pyrula and a Harried Artisan. And we're going to see an Archpriest of Shadows coming in as our rare, with a Norn's Inquisitor, Marshal of Zalfir, Zalfirian Space Shapecraft, then a Swordstorm Cavalier, Stasis Field, Timberland Ancient, Weary Thespian, Golden Scale Aeronaut, an Aki Scrap Chomper, Unsealed the Necropolis coming in the back. All right, so now we're definitely in the home stretch. We've got 6 packs to go here, so we've done 30. Got ourselves a Knight in a Mountain with a Halo Forger coming in foil. Then we're going to see Quenda Pride Ephemerith coming in from the Multiverse Legends with an Invasion of Kaladesh. And we're going to see Heliod of Radiant Dawn coming in as our rare with a Wicked Slumber. Then we're going to see a Sandstalker Moloch, a Furnace Reigns, Realmbreaker's Grasp, Moment of Truth, Seed of Hope, Thunderhead Squadron, Arachnoid Adaptation, Karsus Depth Guard, Nezumi Informant coming in the back. All right, Incubator and Tranquil Cove with Yargle, Glutton of Urborg coming in from the Multiverse Legends. And then we're going to see an Invasion of Gobekhan coming in as our rare. That is going to hold some value. Then we get a Bonded Herdbeast with a Phyrexian Gargantua, Botanical Brawler, Kami of Whispered Hopes, Enduring Bondwarden, Assimilate Essence, Cut Short, with a Placid Rottentail, Meeting of the Minds, Marauding Dreadship, Tenured Oilcaster, and a Meridian Bane Splitter in the back. I kind of just want to see one more big hit, push this box over the top. Incubator, Plains, and we're going to see an Obosh, the Prey Piercer, coming in from the Multiverse Legends. Very cool to see that. Then we get an Invasion of Amonkhet, Tarkir Dune Shaper, with an Errant and Giada coming in as our rare. Little tag team there with a Change the Equation, Mirror Shield Hoplite, Ebola Slinger, Negate, Iridescent Blade Master, Alabaster Host Intercessor, Crystal Carapace, an Etch Familiar, Shatter the Source, and a Traumatic Revelation coming in at the back. 3 packs remaining. What am I going to do if I see a duplicate of one of the big ones? Got ourselves a Treasure with the Bloodfell Caves, a Valakut Keeper of Flame coming in with an Invasion of New Capenna, Seraph of New Capenna, and a Sunfall, not of New Capenna. Phyrexian Awakening, Ramasonian Greatsword, Infected Defector, a Tidal Terror with an Eyes of Jin Cataxis, Blighted Burgeoning, Alabaster Host Sanctifier, Furnace Host Charger, Consuming Aetherborn with a Coming in Hot. Was it last time that coming in hot came before a big hit? I kind of think it was. We'll see. Maybe we can do it again. So we got Teferi here, followed by a Forest. And then we're going to see the Zada Hedron Grinder coming in with an Invasion of Belanon, Captive Weird, and we're going to see the Fairy Mastermind. Not the biggest hit we could see, but currently valued over $6, so hooray, we'll take that. And then we get a Render Inert, a Tangled Skyline, Kithkin Billy Rider, Sabia Cryptomancer, Vengeant Earth, Preening Champion, Serpent Blade Assailant, Deadly Derision, Ren's Resolve, and an Azumi Informant in the back. All right, final pack, March of the Machine Draft Booster. Here we go. What are we going to see in here? All right, so this one kicks off with a Swiftwater Cliffs. Then we're going to see a foil Tidal Terror with a Squee the Immortal coming in, an Invasion of Kylum. Then we're going to see an Order of the Mirror, and our last rare is going to be an Inga and a Sika coming in the showcase frame. Very nice. And then we get a Zalfirian Lancer, Sculpted Perfection, Swordsworn Cavalier, Moment of Truth, Attentive Sky Warden, Atraxas Fall, War-Trained Slasher, Unsealed Necropolis, a Trailblazing Historian coming in the back. All right, so give me just a moment. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. We'll begin today's MTG box analysis by comparing the cards that we saw in today's box to the cards that we were eligible to obtain inside of a draft booster pack. Then we'll examine the set coverage, coverage by rarity, and duplication. To establish a baseline for value, we'll analyze the value of the two sets and then break down the actual observed value in the box for each. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and 100 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Now let's jump in with a look at the contents of this box. Using this chart, we can see the non-foils we observed from the main set in green, the foils we observed in orange, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we saw between 76 and 80 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, along with 2 showcase and 1 borderless card. In the foil space, we saw between 1 and 2 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, except for red, where we didn't see any. We also picked up 1 showcase card in foil. From the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw a total of 38 cards. We saw between 2 and 5 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic in non-foil, plus 20 multicolor cards. In the foil space, we saw 2 total cards, 1 black and 1 multicolor. Moving into coverage, from the main set, we saw 247 unique cards out of a possible 322, which means that we saw 77% coverage. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in white with 91%. In the foil space, we saw 10 of the 322 cards from the main set that we were eligible to pull in foil. This gave us 3% coverage of the set. This time around, our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in black with 5%. Moving into the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 32 unique non-foil cards out of a possible 65, which means that we saw 49% coverage of the subset. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in red with 67% coverage. And in the foil space, we only saw 2 of the 65 cards, which gave us 3% coverage of the subset. Pivoting to coverage by rarity and looking back at the main set, in the non-foil space, we saw every single common and all of the uncommons, which has only ever happened to me once before. We also saw 30 rares for 38% coverage and 6 non-foil mythics for 18% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 5 commons, 2 uncommons, and 2 rares, which was enough for 3% coverage. Switching back to the Multiverse Legends subset, we saw 100% of the uncommons in non-foil, along with 9 rares for 30% coverage and 3 mythics for 20% coverage. In the traditional foil space, we saw 1 uncommon and a single rare. Add in the rares and mythics that we saw from the main set, and this box contained 42 rares and 9 mythics. Not bad for a 36-pack draft box. From a duplication standpoint, none of our foils were repeats, but we did see 161 cards duplicated 249 times for a box duplication rate of 46%. We also saw 5 playsets of common cards. Now, before we take a look at the value of today's draft booster box, let's review the value of the cards in each of the sets. This chart shows all the cards from the main March of the Machine set using non-foil market prices as of April 24th, 2023. Currently, there are 11 cards that can be pulled from a draft booster pack valued over $10. The top three are going to be the Borderless Wren and Realmbreaker valued at $14.92, the Showcase Elish Norn valued at $15.91, and the most valuable card in the standard frame is the Elish Norn valued at $18.44. The set also features 10 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 29 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 272 cards are currently valued less than $1. If you were to add up the value of all 322 cards, you'd be looking at a market value of $327.40. And here's a look at the value that we saw from the main set in today's box. We ended up seeing 3 of those cards valued over $10. They included the Invasion of Tarkir, valued at $12.05, Sheoldred, valued at $14.45, and the most valuable, the standard frame Elish Norn, valued at $18.44. We also saw 2 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 14 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 473 cards that we pulled from the main set are currently valued less than $1. In the foil space, we only saw a single card valued over $1. The other 9 foils from the main set were valued less than $1. Now let's take a look at the 65 cards that you can pull from the Multiverse Legends subset from a draft booster pack. Again, this chart uses non-foil market prices as of April 24th, 2023. Currently, there are 3 cards valued over $10. They include the Elish Norn Grand Cenobite, valued at $13.72, the Atraxa Praetor's Voice, valued at $16.55, and the Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, valued at $46.99. The subset also features a single card valued between $5 and $10, and 7 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 54 cards in the subset are currently valued under $1. If you were to add up the market value of all 65 cards, you'd be looking at a total of $125.11. And here's a look at the value that we saw from the Multiverse Legends subset in today's box. We only saw 1 of the 3 cards valued over $10, but it was the best one of the set, and I called it. It was the Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, valued at $46.99. We didn't see the 1 card valued between $5 and $10, but we did pick up 2 of the 7 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 35 cards that we pulled from the Multiverse Legends subset are currently valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from my local game store for $109.99. The current market price for these boxes as of April 24th, 2023 is $105.81. Today's draft booster box contained 36 packs with 15 cards each, allowing us to see a total of 540 cards. The 33 tokens and 19 basic lands have a combined value of $17.75. The 316 commons from the main set are valued at $21.31. The 129 uncommons from the main set are currently valued at $13.94, and the 32 rares have a current value of $32.78. The 6 mythics that we saw are valued at $54.55. Now, the 38 cards from the Multiverse Legends subset are valued at $61.55, thanks mostly to the Ragavan. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $201.88 in market value, which is a gain of $91.89 over the price I paid, which means that this box returned 184% of my purchase price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 13 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined market value of $124.28, which means that those 13 cards represent 62% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. I want to take a moment to give a special shout out to all of the channel members. Your support helps fund this operation and allows me to create the content that you all enjoy. If you're not yet a channel member, I invite you to consider becoming one. By joining, you'll gain early access to videos and many other perks. If you're interested in supporting the channel but don't want to become a member, there are several other ways that you can show your support. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue with the channel. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, do something amazing.